A few days ago, I started work on a satire about bike lanes. I was going to green screen some of it, so I set up my Elgato green screen in the basement, but unfortunately the top bar was too close to my head. So I figure, okay, I'll just use avatars. That led to problems. So while I'm waiting for the green fabric to arrive from Amazon, I watched the video. I'm building an algorithm that doesn't rot your brain. Who's building that algorithm? Jack Conte, the founder and creator of Patreon, among other things. I thought I'd do a quick video critiquing Jack's video. First, I recorded myself, yuck. Then I had an avatar communicate my thoughts, double yuck. Then I figured I'd just put my comments as text walls. That sent me on a journey through Filmora, VSCD, CapCut, Vegas Pro, and back to Filmora. But this isn't a video about how hard it is to create simple text walls in video editors, as much as I'd like to get into that. Nor is this a video about bike lanes. Nor is it a video about cold powers at Alt Cine, another video I'd like to say something about, not critical. More the stuff Jack talks about, community. Anyway, I'd rather do any of those videos than the one I start on Jack Conte, which I expected would just be a quick filler. But here we are. I'm putting the critical video at the end. I already don't agree with what I said. Anyway, there are few people who have done more for artists than Jack Conte. I sincerely believe that. But Jack, I know this is the last thing you want to do. I've never seen you disparage other artists, no matter who plays in your and your wife's band. You give them your full support. The spotlight is theirs. You back them up on keyboard. So don't talk down to us. We are you and you are us. Don't say there's some better algorithm. Sure, there might be a better algorithm for you or for me or for others, but every algorithm favors some and doesn't others. How can an algorithm be bad if it keeps the viewer engaged? Who are we to judge any engagement bad? Some people like to doom scroll. Sometimes I like to doom scroll. Some people like to watch super busy sound and visual effects, like your video. Some people just want a talking head with no distractions. Yet YouTube is all about getting the viewer's attention and keeping them on YouTube with new stuff. But any viewer who wants something deeper can often find them on Patreon. They can go to Patreon and never return to YouTube. But without YouTube, would anyone ever find someone on Patreon? I doubt it. So what are you going to fix? What is your new algorithm that doesn't rot my brain but helps me find someone I want to follow? Are you really helping artists? Is someone who tries to game the algorithms by making content a word you disparage? Are they truly not an artist? What is an artist? Who is any of us to judge who does art and who does not? I think I understand your sadness. Like many of us older artists, just when we figure out the algorithm, it changes. We want it back. We want to find the friends we want now that we know how it works. But we can't go back. We must live under a new algorithm. The new algorithm that sometimes rots other people's brains, but not our brains. Everyone wants an algorithm. Everyone wants a community with rules, where everyone can find a place they belong, take on a role. In school, we want grades. We want to keep score in sports. We also want places where there are no grades or sports, the school band or theater. But even those things, we want to fit in. Where does Jack Conte go from here? He has built an artist-focused business that helps artists earn something of a living, or at least funds their process. He has a band that is very successful. What next? There is no next, Jack. The friends you want, the connections you want, it never comes. Not for the YouTuber with no subscribers, or Patreon user with no followers, or you with 1 million fans, followers, and dollars. We are all alone. Don't pretend you're not. And sorry if the following video comes across mean-spirited. Like I said, I already disagree with what I said. Cheers.
It has to be possible to have a better experience on the internet, grounded in creativity and human connection. A more human algorithm. Here's the kicker. I'm a CEO of one of these freaking tech companies. But I'm determined to not be part of the problem. Let me explain. I co-founded a company called Patreon, a platform where creators can share their work, connect with their fans, and build their businesses.
You said you'd love me forever.
My band is called Pomplamoose. When you followed someone, you would see their posts and build a meaningful connection with them over time. In that era of the internet, we were building real community. Now, when you open these apps, you don't see posts from people you follow. You just see whatever will keep your eyes glued to the screen. In fact, if you want to know what a tech company's priorities are, if you want to see into its soul, look at what its algorithm is optimizing for. Because right now, platforms like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook are very clear about what matters to them. Their algorithms are optimizing for attention. They're prioritizing short-term fixation over long-term connection because they value ad revenue over our humanity. So am I saying we should just destroy all algorithms? No, of course not. There's just too much stuff on the internet. We need some kind of machine to help us sort through it all. But it should show you the best of human creativity. And this isn't an impossible problem. We just need to rethink how creativity and community exist on the internet, with creators and their fans at the center, not advertisers. Be lip service marketing. The actual gears and guts of the machine need to change for this to work. The way I see it, a better algorithm, a better internet, comes down to 3 principles. First, prioritize long-term relationships. Algorithms should have the keep your attention dial turned down and the long-term human connection dial turned up. For example, the way we're thinking about this, rather than just flashing the newest, shiniest thing, our algorithm is going to surface the full catalog of work from the creators you follow. And that way, you get to see the whole arc of a person's career when you follow them. If the internet were instead set up to compensate creative people for their work, there would be an explosion of art and podcasts and videos and books that never would have existed. That is what algorithms should be tuned for, and it's what ours are tuned for, not ad revenue. Put humans in control. I don't think machines should have total control. Twitter and Facebook used to pay curators too, but they gave that up. We need to bring that back. Societies that value artists are better for it. Artists take risks. They say what we're all thinking, but are too afraid to speak out loud. They bring us together and remind us why it's good to be alive. They blow our minds with new ideas and get us to shake our asses on the dance floor. And it is possible for algorithms to serve people instead of people serving algorithms.